On today's episode of the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Jennifer George, is suing the defendant for the sum of 250,000 naira, being the sum she paid for purchase of a container shop. The defendant, Benjamin Agui, agrees to receive the money, but just at the time he needed funds to bury his mother. He claims that he used part of it for the burial, fed his family during the lockdown, and invested what is left in his diesel business.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Jennifer and Benjamin. Parties one or not.
Thank you, Aki.
You're welcome.
Jennifer George, you are suing Benjamin Agui for the sum of 250,000 naira. What's your response?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a beautician. I'm a makeup artist.
You are
a beautician.
Okay.
I'm a makeup artist and I'm into nails and fixing of lashes.
All right. And how long have you known the defendant?
I've known him myself last year.
Where?
At Coconut.
Coconut bus stop?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened?
He's a friend because he still stays at Satellite. Since I met him there and I still met him at Coconut, I told him about.
You stay at Satellite too?
Yes.
Okay.
So I told him that I want to expand the business. So I was like, okay, I told him, help me get a shop.
You mentioned several things that you are into. Which one of them are you trying to expand?
All together, because I want to make it a big shop, like a unisex salon.
Okay. Okay.
So I asked him to get a container for me. He gave me the idea of the container. I asked for a shop. He said I should expand it to a container for the unisex stuff. He gave me prices, three prices, 320, 220, 250, 280. I said, okay, since I'm going to combine with people for the unisex, let's make it bigger one, which is the 320 he told me of. So I gave him the money, not completed, like half-half. So
you paid him by installments?
Yes, ma'am. So since then, I've not heard from him. Like, he's busy, he's selling oil and diesel.
When did you give the money over to him?
January,
the first installment and the first installment, the first deposit?
January.
January. And when did you pay up?
Early February that I paid finish.
At the time you gave him the money, when did he tell you that he would bring the container?
Before February, end of February. So that's how to pay finish within that first week of February.
Okay. And he could not deliver?
Yes.
And what was his excuse?
He stopped speaking sometimes. He doesn't pick. And the last time I could call him, that he gave me reasons like he traveled for his mom's burial, that he used the money, that I should wait. He's going to find a way to pay the money, something like that.
Okay. So, Benjamin, what happened?
It was
you have to speak
on
out.
the 8th of December. I lost my mom, so I found many lists.
When did you say?
I lost my mom.
When?
8th December.
December.
Yes,
okay.
So we now do meeting. Me with my brothers. We scheduled the burial April, but due to the COVID-19, we didn't do the burial. We now just bury her like that, just like that. So I used some part of the money to buy diesel, and other things, and to feed my children.
So you didn't use the money for burial of your mom? You used part of it, our own money, that you promised you were going to use to purchase a container.
Yes, ma'am.
You collected the money and used part of it for your mother's burial rites, part of it to feed your children, yes, and the rest to invest in your business.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So how do you intend to pay her?
Some boys came to me to arrange for diesel. So I bought diesel. So as we are selling it, I sold the diesel for those men. So they now pay me gradually. They will come, they will give me 20,000 instead of.
That's none of my business. You committed a crime. If you don't know, you know.
I'm owing her.
You didn't take a loan. You didn't take a loan. So it's not like you are just owing her money.
I face so many challenges.
I'm not asking you. Everybody have their own challenge. As you're looking at everybody here,
Look,
even
I'm
me.
a single mother too. Except
There's
I
nobody.
kept to train.
But what you just did shows that you are a dubious person. Look up. Look at me.
The plaintiff, Jennifer George, said she is a single mother trying to make ends meet. Her shop rent will be due soon and she urgently needs a new place for business. The defendant, Benjamin, blamed his inability to raise the money on COVID-19 pandemic. He also mentioned that those he supplied diesel are not making payments as expected. George Fumi is not finding the flimsy excuses funny. She is running out of patience.
When you took the money from her and you promised you were going to purchase a container for her, and along the line you realized you need to use part of that money for something else entirely, did you tell her?
No.
Did you seek her permission?
No.
So what have you done?
It's just because of my mom's burial, nothing.
I said, what have you done? Yeah, you keep saying, because of your mother's burial. Look up. You keep saying because of her mother's burial. Is she your sibling?
No.
Must she give you money to bury your mom?
No.
Are you the only child?
No.
So if her money is not with you, you won't bury your mom? Because I'm not taking in by all this. I'm not. The bottom line is, you are a dubious person. You didn't just spend part of the money. You spent everything. To feed your family. And you could still walk up to her and tell her that. Does that make sense to you? Are you a baby?
What?
What?
For the past 2 months now, I've not collected salary.
You've not done what?
For the past 2 months now, I've not collected salary.
You've not collected?
Salary.
That's why you decided to embezzle her own money.
We're supposed to give her some part of the money.
Because you've not been paid. So the next thing for you to do is to go out there and start embezzling money. You embezzle money, you look for people to dupe.
I didn't dupe her.
You didn't dupe her?
I will pay the money.
You did not dupe her. Do you want me to prove to you that you have duped her? You know what I'll do? I'll refer your matter to the criminal section.
Yes,
Then the state will prosecute you.
yes, ma'am.
You duped her. You are owing her. Because you unlawfully converted the money for personal use. How do you pay her? Tell me how we want to pay her.
Maybe after the COVID-19, I'll just try my best. As at now, we are still on lockdown.
You've spent her money and she can go to hell. Anytime you are ready, you pay her.
No, not just like that.
What is it?
I'm going some kind challenges.
If you are going through challenges, does that then because of that then you have to turn to a crook? Or what are you saying? Or what stupid excuse are you giving me? I'm not interested in whatever stupid thing you have to say. Just tell me how you want to pay our money. That's the only thing.
For me, I need the money this July because my 6-month house rent grace is expiring on September. So I need the money.
The defendant was trying to play I don't have money card, but Judge Fumi is not taking that. She gave both parties last opportunity to reach amicable settlement. Now they are back. After the break, Judge Fumi wraps this matter.
You've both agreed and you have worked out the way and manner in which you want to repay our money now. Listen to me. What you've agreed to is to pay 10,000 naira before the end of this month, June 2020, and thereafter 20,000 on monthly basis.
Yes, ma'am.
After the lockdown is lifted.
Yes, ma'am.
Until the balance of the debt is fully paid.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are going to provide 2 guarantors to guarantee that the debt is paid up, as you have stated here, ruling on this matter.
All rise.
Continuing. The plaintiff, Uche Kelechi, is suing a friend for the sum of 450,000 naira unpaid loan. The defendant, Ada Ezinwara, agrees she received the loan to invest in a restaurant business, but blamed the inability to pay back as agreed on COVID-19 pandemic and a shop that was burgled.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Kelechi and Ada. Parties sworn on oath.
Thank you, Akin.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Uche Kelechi, you are suing Mrs. Ada Ezinwara. So, you are asking her to pay you the sum of 450,000 naira.
Yes.
So, can you tell me, how did you meet and how long ago?
5 years now.
About 5 years ago.
Yes, since 2015.
Where?
If I'm not mistaken. Eh?
Where?
In Festac.
Festac.
Yeah.
As neighbors? Or
As a husband friend. The husband and my husband, they are friends
Okay.
for a very long time. Before even I got married to my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what happened?
She's a businesswoman.
Okay.
I myself, I'm a businesswoman. I sell shoes and bags. And she has a provision store. So sometimes when my business, maybe I don't have money to go to market and raise up my business, I will come to her, ask her for some of money, and she will give to me. I will pay her back. So she said, when she needs, she will run to me. If I have, I will give her. She will pay back. So all of a sudden, this one happened earlier this year. She came to me that, please, can I help her? That she wants to switch off her provision store to restaurants, since she read food administration in the school. So she wants to go back to what she read in the school. I said, okay, no problem. What do you want me to do for you? He said, he wants me to help her with some of money. I said, how much do you want? He said she's looking at me that I will give her 1 million. I said, I don't have that kind of amount of money. You know the kind of business I do. I'm just managing myself. So any amount that I give you, you will hold it like that and look for other people that will complete it for you. And I promised her that I will give her 600,000, which I did.
When did you give the 600,000 naira to her?
I gave her 600,000 naira on January.
January this year?
Yeah, January this year.
Okay.
Because I put to bed on December 20th.
Okay.
Yes. I gave her the money January this year.
And I noticed you wrote in your claim, I gave her the money without collateral.
No.
You didn't ask for any collateral,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no agreement. You didn't ask for guarantors either.
The agreement that he said he will pay me the money, because I asked her, when are you going to give me the money? Since I'm in leave now, I'm not doing any business now that I put to bed. So when are you going to pay me the money back? He said he will give me the money on the March, definitely. That if God help her, the business.
March 2020.
Yes, in March 2020, he said he will pay me the money back. Okay. So in March 2020, I was asking for the money. He was turning me down, giving me some excuses, all these things. Then in April, she can be able to raise up 150,000 naira, begging me to calm down, that she will pay me the remaining money before this year around time. Let's see how things will
be, I should please calm down. I say, no, this one that I give to you, not all of them is not my money. I borrowed 400,000 from my husband. My own is only 200,000 that my customers give to me. So since then, I don't want to pay me the money. And I don't want to fight her. Let it be because of money, our friendship will just go like that.
So you've made demand for the money, and all she's been able to pay so far is 150,000 naira.
Yes.
Out of the 600,000 naira.
And the remaining 450,000 naira. All I want, let her pay me the money. I don't want to fight her. And I'm a matured woman. I think like fighting will not bring her the money. So let her kindly pay me the money. Let her stop turning me up and down, rejecting my call, doing all sort of things that I don't even understand. Because when I give her the money, I give her out of the love and the friendship we have.
All right. So can I have your response to all this?
Thank you, my Honorable. I'm Mrs. Ada Izamora. Kelechi, she's my friend. We met ourselves 5 years ago. So I was into supermarket business. So, but it's like business is not moving as it was before.
How long have you been into the supermarket business?
I've been to supermarket business for 10 years now.
Okay.
So I've not been, things are not moving as it's supposed to be because I have a large family. So, and now the second thought, I said, okay, since I did this in school, let me implement it in my business. I thought I want to change the line of business into restaurant because I do cook for people. I cook, I do snacks, I do, catering things. I'm good at that. So I said, okay, let me channel it to that business. But I don't have enough money with me. She's my friend. Since when she needs money, she used to come to me. I'll give her. So I went to her.
When did you agree with her that you will return the money?
I told her I will pay her the money by March, April.
March, April, yes, 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's if I do business, I will pay her. And sincerely, that was my mind, that at least no how if I do business, because sometimes they do call me for cooking, I will cook. So maybe I will make money and be paying her. So, but unfortunately, when she gave me this money, I put in some things, I stocked my shop. So the thieves, they burgled my shop, they entered through my window, they cleared everything I have in that shop. Everything, including television, everything. It's only bottled water they left there. Even my shop rent have also expired during that time. So all the money that I wanted to pay my landlady, they took even the drinks that remain in the fridge. They sat down there on candle and finished the whole thing I have there. So I don't even know what to do. Even all the whole Muslim people, because we are living near mosque there, all of them ran to me. They were praying with me. Everybody was praying with me. So I don't know what to do. She was calling me. If I explained to her, she will not understand. She will be insulting me. She will be harassing me. She will come to my house by 5 o'clock. She will be harassing me. I told her, we are more than this. Why are you doing this to me? You should give me time. Let me run around and pay you this month. She's still pestering my life. That her husband don't want to know everything. And me, I have a large family. So I used to run around. I cook for people. I do stars. So I've been saving that small money. I can be able to raise like 150. I went to her and begged her that she should please. She should help me. He should help me. Let me pray. Let me raise the money. And let me pay her. Because me, I don't like owing. I don't like owing in my life. That she should please give me time. I will pay her the money. Thank you, my Lord.
Talk about unmitigated business risk and uncertainties. The defendant claims the COVID-19 pandemic adversely affected her business, and on top of that, a burglary incident left her shop completely empty. The plaintiff has no excuses mindset. She wants her money paid. Judge Fumi drops some words of advice and mediates in this matter.
Okay, now, let me first explain something to you. Because you used some words that I'm not quite comfortable with. You said she's pestering your life.
Yes, ma'am.
She's insulting you. She's harassing you. It's not the right words to describe somebody that did you a favor. And I don't want to believe you're an ingrate. When she had that 600,000, if she told you that I have the money but I can't give you, what will you do? There's nothing. It's out of compassion. And as she said, it's because of the kind of relationship you have. That's why she gave the money to you. So it's not right for you to now paint her in that manner. Yes. She did you a favor.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
That's by the side. Then I'll give you another advice. You have a shop.
Yes, ma'am.
You saw what happened to your shop. Have you ever heard of insurance before? You don't know about insurance?
I know about insurance, but
all you needed to do is insure your shop. Burglary, fire, they're out there. If your shop was insured, when this incident happened, you get your money from the insurance company. Do you understand me? I'm telling you this because of some other time. You are where we are right now. But we learn every day.
yes,
Now, after paying the 150,000 naira, how much have you been able to pay her thereafter? Nothing. When did you give her the 150,000 naira?
I gave her the money by on the.
Can you remember when you were paid the 150?
You gave it to me on April, but I didn't remember
April.
the date.
April.
Yes, ma'am.
So May, you've not been able to give her anything.
Since then, I've not given me anything.
And June. So whose phone is ringing?
It's mine.
Why? You should know you ought to switch off your phone before entering the courtroom. It's very wrong. Put it off.
Sorry.
So for her, I could see from her demeanor, it's not as if she took you for granted. I don't want to look at it that way. Because she's supposed to have paid you back in March. It's not as if she misused the money. You heard about the incident that happened to her. Even though left to me, ordinarily, if you are that exposed, you should know that you should have taken an insurance for your shop to cushion yourself against such effects, that is there. And at the same time, if you had requested for a guarantor too, do you understand me? If the two guarantors, I always prefer minimum of two. If the guarantors, if one is unable, maybe the other one would, or the two of them would have shared the liability of the balance of the 450,000 naira right now and give you, if they are not into any line of business that is affected by the lockdown as well. So she's going to pay. But at the same time, I want you to understand, she can't wait indefinitely. We can't say you are going to start repaying when the lockdown is over. So you have to look for a way to be paying up now. Then maybe when the lockdown is over, you might increase the amount you'll be repaying her. So let me know how much you think you can pay. Start paying now to her from this month on monthly basis. And let's make the offer to her and see whether it's acceptable to her too.
From this June?
Yes. Or is it July?
Maybe from July.
So how much from July?
Let me say 50,000.
So you'll be doing 50,000 in July. Then how much in August?
The same thing.
So you'll be paying 50,000 on monthly basis until you set off. Is that acceptable to you? You have to be realistic. I'm not forcing you to accept her offer, but I'm just telling you because she's not earning income. I might be wrong.
Even the 50,000, the way she's complaining, I don't even think maybe she can afford it.
She's in the courtroom. Do you understand me? It's not as if you are the one chasing her for the money. It's going to be the judgment of the court. And I assure you, you get your money. You get your 50,000 naira on monthly basis. That's it, if it's acceptable to you.
After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
Judgment for the plaintiff. The defendant is to pay the plaintiff the sum of 50,000 naira on monthly basis from the month of July 2020 until the total sum of 450,000 naira is fully paid. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.
Anything you are doing, you have to be careful. Even though your friend came to you to ask for money, you have to be careful. But it will not stop you of doing good to people.
I learned something from the judgment today. So this incident will not repeat itself again. So I've, at least to ensure my shop, I don't know what, but I learned something.
We'll still be friends.